The West Butte of Montana is a geographical wonder. Prominent in the vast, relatively flat prairies of north-central Montana, affectionately named the Sweetgrass Hills by local Indians, the area was treasured for this rare grass known for its pleasant smoke and desirable influence on game meat. The beauty and bounty of this land is unsurpassed. Mule deer graze the open grasses and foothills, and elk move freely as they have for thousands of years. This land is familiar to me. I've teamed up with my great friends from Northern Rockies Outfitters since 2006 to explore its gifts. In this particular year, I was blessed to have a mule deer and an elk tag in my pocket with enough time to have a reasonable opportunity at both. Mark Evans is one of the best hunters I've ever had the pleasure of sharing this experience I cherish so much. I often say that life is short, so choose your tribe carefully. Mark has proven not only to be good company, but good people and someone you want on your team. Our first morning would start at one of my favorite vantage points, an area many bow hunters would scoff at due to its vast openness. However, with experience, you learn to focus on subtle irregularities in the land over traditional brushy cover when trying to close distance to bow range. Opening morning was a gift. Not only for the sake of being in this beautiful place, but to be treated with the sight of a bachelor herd of muley bucks getting settled in for the morning. I fell in love with a particular buck in that herd right away. He had an inline that made him easily distinguishable in this group. Things seemed to be falling perfectly into place when a coyote passed by the bedding bucks and blew them all out.
Some fog rolled in on us and it white out for a little while. Something moved the bucks when that fog was in. We think it was a coyote. There's too many coyotes around here, but anyway, they made about a half-mile move and they're going up the ridge right now. And what was a dozen bucks down below looks like it may be turning into two groups of bucks that might split up. So it's better from the standpoint that we have fewer bucks in one group possibly. However, where they're headed it's going to be really tough. We'll see what they do. We'll get them bedded, and then it'll get exciting.
The next day, we were able to bed the bucks again and make a play. At one point, this seemingly content buck suddenly got up and decided to make a move. We tried to set up to intercept them, but they passed just out of bow range.
We're working with NASA engineers right now, studying wind effects on human beings. So far the findings are human beings are 0, wind is 1. And we're going to find a different place that's not in the wind. It's crazy this morning, it's cold. But we're here, we're hunting. So all in all, life is good.
The game of cat and mouse continued as we found another buck I had decided I would pursue if we got a good opportunity. On day 6, just such an opportunity arose.
We are going to arrow a buck today. We think one of two beautiful bucks, but it is going to be a sunny, very open, very challenging, but very rewarding afternoon.
We turned up the secondary buck fairly quickly. He was bedded with several others in the brush, and we would have to wait him out. After 5 hours of waiting, he was finally on his feet. I was immediately kicking myself because I didn't have an angle compensating rangefinder and the shot was steep downhill. I hit him high but was relieved to see the exit looked much better than the entrance as he ran off.
Well, we had a high shot, and I think just the downward angle, I didn't compensate for that downward angle, and shot went in a little high, but we saw a lot of blood coming out as he was leaving. And We watched him. We've got some open country here, and he headed down through a coulee down to the bottom. We didn't bed him, but we think we've got him bedded. He's in a spot where we feel like we would have seen him come out by now. So we're going to give him some time, and then we're going to go in there and try to follow up on him and hopefully find him down there in that bush pile. And we will keep you updated. Tight situation. Pretty tough to unravel, but taking a whole different approach on this deer. We did spot him. He's still alive. And we're making a big loop around to try to get closer. We got close, less than 106 yards, so gotta do better. Got this buck bedded. He's just over this sage in a coulee below us. We've been waiting here a couple of hours, waiting on him to stand up, but he's just bedded facing us and we can't get any closer. So as soon as he stands up, we're going to try to rise up and get a shot. I can see him good right here. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. He's gonna give you the shot. You gotta believe that. So after that shot, almost right at dark last night, we decided to back out. It was late, and it just felt right to give him time, so we backed out. We're gonna go in this morning and hopefully go recover him quickly. We have a good idea of where he bedded down, so we're gonna follow it up. Pretty fired up.
We were so relieved to recover this beautiful buck.
Yes, right there. Look at that. A beautiful, heavy, mature Montana sweetgrass hills mule deer. I love it. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he's heavy. Oh, he only went like 100 yards from where we left him last night. When you're bow hunting, things don't always go perfectly ideal. Sometimes the situations are fast and dynamic, and you make quicker shots than you should, or you forget to compensate for downhill angles. You do little things sometimes. And I think the most important thing is to learn from that. But also, when it does happen, you react in a proper way. And yesterday, I feel like that's what we did. I feel like we did the best we could with the terrain that we had. We got as close as we could for our follow-up shot, and he did not go far after that shot. So we backed out. We're in here first light this morning, and everything ended perfectly. I am proud to say that I've been hunting with Northern Rockies Outfitters since 2006, and I enjoy the team here. I enjoy the people and getting to share these experiences with people that I love being around. To me, that is what hunting is all about and what I enjoy the most about it. So this venison is coming home to Texas.
We took time to appreciate the moment.
We've had some good adventures together, man.
This one
really good.
This one worked out good.
Mark and I have killed a lot of stuff together.
I think we've only had one time where it was almost easy.
Yeah, we always have to work for it. We've never hunted out together, have we? This is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
We spent the rest of that day breaking the buck down and getting him cool. Before long, we were heading up into the timber to see what the elk were doing.
Well, we are leg 2 of the hunt now, headed up into the mountains after elk. This is where my heart is right now. I'm excited. Got a lot of wind today, so not ideal, but when you have positive thoughts, positive things happen. So that's what we're doing. We're making today super fantastic, even though the conditions are less than ideal. And I have a feeling that tonight we're gonna be looking at elk, so I am stoked. Phase 2 is officially on. Let's go get them.
The action was heating up early, and we kept covering ground, looking for a mature bull. Finally, at the top of a high meadow, we spotted an old age-class bull.
Right up on that mountain, we're on our way in. Just got a glimpse of a beautiful, beautiful bull. We can see 7 on one side. I think he's got 6 on the other. Bomber. Definitely gonna try to see if we can get a play on him tonight.
He's bedded right there to the right of that cow. You can see his tops.
So he can't see us. That's good. At the timber at the top there is a big bull. He's bedded down right there. Just bedded down a few minutes ago. We're gonna charge up and just try to get in range of him. See if we can catch him. He gets up. Go time.
Despite having zero cover, we found a subtle cut in the mountainside that provided just enough of a blind spot for us to hustle up to the herd.
Looks like the higher we get, the more it's going that way, the wind.
I don't think there's any, if those cows smelled us, there's no way he smelled us.
Well, he went back to feeding, didn't he?
He didn't run, but he watched us and then turned this way. That's the last I saw. 71 yards.
I'd like to close to about 20 more.
I bet you're not getting much farther without him seeing. But they're feeding pretty heavily, so just try to keep moving.
We're literally covered up in elk. We're kind of pinned down right now. Dicey wind too.
We found some short brush we could lay behind for cover. The hill was so steep I felt like I was going to slide if I shifted my weight at all. I used my heel to slowly burrow a divot I could plant my foot in if I got the opportunity to draw my bow.
This is as good as it gets. It gets better. I don't know what it is. 48. I'm getting 48. Is that what you got?
50. You can do it. I can get him. How far is he now? 51. You got him.
The bull presented a shot at 51 yards, although the gusty wind made it very difficult to settle my pin. I waited at full draw for what felt like a minute before I got a short break, settled the pin, and sent my arrow.
Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness! Can you stand it? Can you stand it? Can you stand it? We killed a herd bull and we snuck in on him and we did it in his bedroom, literally. That was insane. Three grown men in a wide open, that's all we had, wide open. We had that tiny crack, that's how we came up. And then we had to belly crawl the last bit. And we had this tuft of green right here to hide in. Let's go look at that bull. Oh, he is on more of a slope than I thought. Look at that. Look at that.
I felt a sense of excitement early man must have surely felt. While his feeling was joy in knowing that he and his family would be able to survive another day, I believe mine was a remnant of this emotion passed down for millenniums through his DNA. Only the hunter can know the array of emotions that comes with procuring their own meat from the wild lands. It's hard to argue that creatures of all sizes and shapes don't feed upon one another for survival. Man has been part of this circle since the beginning. I find being connected to it gives me a much greater appreciation for the sacrifices involved and the sacredness of the resource. When I serve this gift to my family, my friends, or my community, I'm truly reminded why there's more to the hunt.